Line-up. They were 3-0 winners on Sunday against VSG Tirol in the Austrian Bundesliga. 9 of the side starting tonight from that game. Just 2 changes, 1 in goal. Nico Mantel comes in and the Israeli Oskar Gluck gets a start as well. Sebastian Gishammer is today's referee. Captain of Salzburg, Amar Dedic. Well, 2 new signings in the Inter lineup. They've lost Andre Onana and replaced him with Swiss keeper Jan Sommer, who only officially signed yesterday. Romelu Lukaku no longer at the club. Marcus Thuram looking to replace him. 6 of the starting 11 for Inter started in the Champions League final, and some strong players on the bench as well for both teams. So, a friendly match underway at the Red Bull Arena, but this should be a high-quality game. These two will be in the Champions League group stage, and already Inter on the attack. Nico Barella for Henrik Mkhitaryan. Will start as you mean to go on. The visitors tonight looking very sharp. Good pass around the corner from number 9, Marcus Thuram, and a good pick out on the edge of the area as well. Simone Inzaghi, the Inter coach, watching his side start this one brightly. The Nerazzurri in their usual blue and black strip, attacking from right to left. Salzburg in white. Thuram signed from Borussia Mönchengladbach, making life very difficult over there. But it is a goal kick in the end. Nico Barella wearing the captain's armband for the Italians tonight. There is Gerhard Struber, former Salzburg player, who has returned to the club from New York Red Bulls this summer after Matthias Jaissle left for Saudi Arabia after 2 years in charge. 2 pretty successful years in charge as well, with Salzburg becoming a regular in the Champions League for over a decade. They had really struggled in Champions League qualifiers, had really good teams, but couldn't get through to the group stage. Got to the last 16 in 2022, beaten 8-2 on aggregate by Bayern Munich. Denzel Dumfries for Inter. Well, outnumbered by Alexa Terzic and Moritz Kjærgaard. There is Kjærgaard, one of the Danes in the starting 11 for the Austrian champions. Mads Bidstrup is the other. Jan Sommer rolling it out to Federico Di Marco. Alessandro Bastoni now. Well, he helped keep Erling Haaland, the former Salzburg attacker, very quiet in the Champions League final. Matteo Darmian on the ball now, was part of the back 3 that night too. Francesco Acerbi was at the heart of it. Today it's Stefan de Vrij, the Netherlands international. Amankwa Foson getting another chance tonight. The Ghanaian started at the weekend. Wins a free kick here. Lots of different nationalities in the Salzburg lineup. It's become a a good location, a good club to go to if you want to develop as a player, particularly earlier in your career. Looked to foul on Karim Konate, but DeVry got away with that one. Well might Konate complain. That was clear foul, it looked to me. He might have a chance here, and he has been taken down here, surely. Well, not a very good debut for Jan Sommer so far. The goalkeeper taking down Karim Konate. And as I mentioned, Sommer just arriving from Bayern Munich earlier this week, and for an experienced keeper, that was a clumsy enough challenge, although look how quickly Konate was onto it and looking to go around the Swiss international. Konate to take the penalty. Oh, he's blazed it over. Struber celebrating when the penalty was awarded. Frustrated there. Great chance for Salzburg to take the lead. Not a great penalty. Of course, Jan Sommer, a very experienced campaigner. He's made a mistake here, and this time Konate gets his goal. What a disaster for Inter Milan's new goalkeeper. A nightmare few minutes for him. But Konate, I was just about to say, he's had a great start to the season, 2 goals and an assist in 2 league matches. He scored in the cup as well, and he put the penalty miss behind him very quickly indeed. Barella with the pass back. It wasn't the best of passes. Sommer could have done a lot better, but that was a really good finish from Karim Konate. The Côte d'Ivoire international does make it 1-0 with a much harder chance. He had to get it around Darmian and into the net, and he did just that. It is Salzburg 1, Inter 0. Well, Inter had such a promising start in the opening 20 seconds or so. All Salzburg since then. And the Italians, cup winners last season, Super Cup winners as well. Well, they have the experience to settle down and get themselves back into the game, but that was poor from Bastoni, who did almost win it back. Poor pass from the number 95, who recovered afterwards. The rain is hammering down in Austria. Well, that was a foul by French defender Amichevole. Caught the Argentine Joaquin Correa. Well, the goal timed at 6 minutes, and Karim Konate looks like he could be the next big attacking star for Salzburg. Correa, Di Marco, good running from him. Oh, great ball across as well. It's an own goal. Nothing really that Nico Mantel could do about that. Strahinja Pavlovic slams the turf in frustration. Inter behind for only 3 minutes. Well, good move. Lots of space on offer for Inter. Di Marco raiding down the left. Çalhanoğlu finding Correa. He set up the Italian international and the Serbian international, turning the ball into his own net. Strahinja Pavlovic with the own goal. Gerhard Struber going through all sorts of emotions in the opening 10 minutes. I did say, yes, it's only a friendly match, but top-class opponents who will test Salzburg to the limit. That's how we build this match, and Salzburg almost back in front. Forson just wide in the first-time volley. Marking not great there. Sommer was worried in the Inter goal. Good cross from the left. Not too far away. Dumfries. Correa, was he caught again? Same man, Sole, who fouled him. Well intended, but didn't give Kjærgaard much of a chance. Well, Jan Sommer arriving on Monday, joining Inter after only 6 months at Bayern Munich, a replacement for Andre Onana, the Cameroon goalkeeper who's left for Manchester United. Bayern saying they understood Sommer's desire to be a number one. He signed for Bayern in the January transfer window. And they'd just lost Manuel Neuer to injury. Neuer breaking his leg on a skiing holiday after the World Cup. Close to a return. Sommer at 34, deciding it was time for a change after a very long time in Germany with Borussia Mönchengladbach and then Bayern. Helped Bayern just about win the Bundesliga title ahead of Borussia Dortmund. Bonate. Oh, that was, again, rough treatment from Stefan de Vrij. Simone Inzaghi would have appreciated the finish here and the good forward play from Konate, the former striker himself. He will not have enjoyed the opening 10 minutes overall, though. Rocky start for Sommer and Inter. But they are level. And a mistake in the Salzburg defence. Good ball from Di Marco, forcing the error from Pavlovic. Amichevole back to Nico Mantel. Salzburg #1 today, likely to be the #2 goalkeeper for the season. Salzburg selling the Austrian League goalkeeper of the year, Philipp Kuhn, to Monaco, Swiss goalkeeper, but bringing back Alexander Schlager, who has excelled at international level for Austria in recent months. Good pressing from Salzburg. Confirmation it was Pavlovic who got the own goal. Getting the header on target there was Maurits Kjærgaard, who did score in the season opening cup win against lower league opposition. Mkhitaryan, 34 years of age now, the great playmaker for Armenia over the years. Still playing an important role with Inter Milan. One of the other Inter veterans moving on in the summer transfer window, Edin Dzeko. He was preferred to Romelu Lukaku in the Champions League final. He has left for Turkey. Dzeko joining Fenerbahce. Plenty of changes at Inter with Lukaku looking like he'll return. Now, no offside flag. And still none. It will be a corner because Mantel has denied Nicolo Barella. Di Marco sending it through. I think even Barella might have thought he was offside here. Not able to take the chance. Mantel not going down early. Doesn't matter what part of the body you save it with. He did the job, the keeper. Çalhanoğlu, set-piece specialist, Turkey international. Very similar midfield for Inter to the one that started against Manchester City in the Champions League final in Istanbul. But one big difference, the captain, Marcelo Brozovic, left for Saudi Arabia in the summer. Here's a good header from Konate. The movement was good. Got away from Tefray. Again, another good cross from the left from Terzic. Chested on by Correa towards Thuram, who has played a very small role so far in the game. Cross from Barella over his head. Dumfries has a problem for Inter Milan. He's getting ready for his third season as an Inter player, the former PSV wingback. Colliding with Kjærgaard there, and he came down awkwardly. Thuram offside on that occasion. He was the leading goal scorer for Borussia Mönchengladbach last season, who finished mid-table in the German Bundesliga. 13 goals, 6 assists. Potentially a very useful pickup on a free transfer for Inter. There's Kanate, covers ground very quickly indeed, and trying to wriggle free there of Di Marco. Dedic not allowing Di Marco to get it clear very quickly. Here's Barella though for Inter, using Mkhitaryan now. Marcus Thuram. Poor pass from him. Finding his French compatriot Luca Duat. He was a little slow. And Inter have it back. Di Marco sweeping it out to Dumfries. Damian, good idea, and again good movement from Nicolo Barella. Matteo Damian, former Manchester United player. Forson, good from Salzburg. Gluck, the Israeli, couldn't shake off Çalhanoğlu. Well, Gerhard Struber did say this was a great chance to see how his players would get on against high-level opposition, and I'm sure the Salzburg coach picked this 11 with the Champions League in mind. Salzburg finishing third in their Champions League group last season. Here's Dumfries. Damian for De Vrij. Now Di Marco. Easy mistake to make in pre-season and in wet conditions. So a reminder, midway through the first half, Salzburg 1, Inter 1. Salzburg with 3 competitive matches behind them already this season. Inter with another friendly to go after this one. That's on Sunday against Albanian side Ignatia. It will be played in Italy before Inter host Monza on the opening weekend of the new Serie A season. First league match taking place on the 19th of August. And the rain has got heavier again. Bastoni. The pitch playing pretty well. Dumfries. Appeals for handball there. And the assistant referee flagging in the end. Free kick for Inter. Çalhanoğlu, I should say, over this one. Leaves it to DiMarco, and keeper is helped out. Nico Mantel, one of his own teammates. Barella. No, it could be a chance here. It's taken. Inter in front. And a fortunate enough goal for Stefan de Vrij, the centre-back. Barella's cross, not dealt with. Came off a Salzburg player. It was Pavlovic, in fact. And waiting behind him, was de Vrij. Kept his cool. Composed finish past Nico Mantel. And Inter have come from behind to lead 2-1 in Salzburg. And the former Feyenoord and Lazio centre-back gets on the score sheet in Austria. This is a new feeling for Salzburg since they started their season. 2 wins in the league, 1 in the cup. 11 goals scored, none conceded until tonight. Konate claiming he was fouled again by de Vrij. Certainly this is a pretty good learning experience for the young attacker. Konate's got 2 goals in 2 matches in the league. It's actually 4 in all competitions. He got a double in the first round of the cup as well. 2 at the weekend against Tirol in the league. It certainly looks a real talent. Only played 9 matches for Salzburg in the Austrian Bundesliga last season. Got 3 goals. Spent most of his time with the second team, Liefering, in the second tier. 15 goals in 18 matches he scored for them. Well, 12 substitutes to choose from for Salzburg tonight. Çalhanoğlu. It was a good-looking ball, but foul by Dumfries in the end. Alexa Terzic, one of the new signings for Salzburg this season, the man who was tripped. A player who was playing in Italy over the last few years for Fiorentina. Oh, that's a clear foul from Konate. De Vrij not holding back. There's Pavlovic, who was at the World Cup with Serbia. Scored at the World Cup as well. albeit things didn't go too well for his country in the group stage. They were bottom behind Brazil, Switzerland and Cameroon. Pavlovic scoring in a 3-all draw with Cameroon. It's his ball straight into the tummy of Jan Sommer. Dedic. Now it's Mads Vidstrup, number 18, former Brentford player. Terzic wins a corner. The skipper, 20-year-old Amad Dedic, will take this one. Attacked in the end by Solé. Varela finding the run of Correa. Pavlovic cutting out the pass, but there goes Thuram for Inter. Slovenia Pavlovic under pressure from Henrik Mkhitaryan. The Red Bull Arena holds over 30,000. Big crowd watching this one. Seeing a foul by Correa on corner droite. Pavlovic again, former Monaco player, joined for 7 million euros last summer. Solé, former Lyon player, finding Dedic. Correa. Çalhanoğlu to Mkhitaryan. Di Marco. Now Mkhitaryan again, using Matteo Darmian this time. After a pretty spectacular opening 20 minutes, things have calmed down a bit. Inzaghi, known as the king of the cups in Italy, had lost only one cup final before the Champions League final. That was his first, the 2017 Coppa Italia, when he was in charge of Lazio. Terzic and Sommer. Well, doing the right thing, wet night. Knew that was close to Konate. Still didn't look all that convincing from the keeper, but got it away from danger for now. Corner though for Salzburg to come. chance there. And it's another goal for Karim Konate. Well, remember the name, remember the night you saw Konate get a couple of first-half goals against Inter Milan. Could have had a hat-trick, of course, but he looks a natural goal scorer. And he is scoring for fun this season. Corner lifted in by Kjærgaard. Sole almost got on the end of it. Pavlovic was rising, and then it was Sole who got a piece of it. And Konate was alert, got free, was following up. It's another really good finish, albeit from close range, but good power behind that header. And Salzburg back on terms. That's 2 apiece against Inter Milan. Those supporters are certainly getting their money's worth. Simone Inzaghi in his 8th season as a manager. Looks like he has a fair bit of work to do over the next few days to get his team up to speed defensively ahead of the new Italian season. The Coppa Italia once, the Super Cup twice with Lazio. And so far, 2 cup wins, 2 Super Cup wins with Inter. Of course, on Mkhitaryan intercepts. And Sommer will feel that he was let down a bit by his defence on that second goal. The 19-time Italian champions. Certainly having some difficulty in this first half, and here's another example. Barella got himself into trouble. Sliding challenge on Bidstrup brings Salzburg another free kick. Bidstrup joining from Brentford for 6 million in the summer, but over the last 18 months ahead of this season he was back in Denmark with Nordsjælland. Oh, look at Pavlovic go here. Oh, the shot was sliced. Good chance for Oskar Gluck. Rahinja Pavlovic, the centre-back, was in the opposition penalty area there. Did well, almost found Forson. And the connection from Gluck was all wrong. Hoisting it clear. Bastoni heading it down to Di Marco. Inter beat the old Austria Salzburg club 2-0 on aggregate in the 1994 UEFA Cup final. Nicola Berti scoring in the away leg. Dutch midfielder Wim Jonk in the home leg for Inter. Inter side included the likes of goalkeeper Walter Zenga, Dutch attacker Dennis Bergkamp. Current Monaco boss Adi Hütter played in the second leg for Salzburg. Very different club now though. Red Bull taking over in 2005. 14-time champions of Austria since then. Europa League semi-finalists in 2018 as well. Won the league by 7 points from Sturm Graz last season. Finished behind Chelsea and AC Milan in their Champions League group last term, ahead of Dinamo Zagreb. 1 win, 3 draws, 2 defeats. Dropped into the Europa League as a result of a third-place finish in the Champions League group stage, beaten by Roma 2-1 on aggregate in the Europa League playoff round, effectively the last 32 of that competition. Kjærgaard has won Salzburg another free kick here. On. Shot was charged down. Chance of an Inter counter maybe. Barella. Former Cagliari player. His hometown club back in Serie A for the coming season. Won a playoff against Bari in very dramatic circumstances, Cagliari. Turn promotion, guided there by Claudio Ranieri. Cagliari, a club he had great success at previously, over 3 decades ago. Çalhanoğlu working hard in midfield as Inter build patiently. Correa, Thuram couldn't get there. Dumfries, Çalhanoğlu came off Sole. Denzel Dumfries, good ball to the back post, and Inter have their third. Oh, creeping in was Joaquin Correa. Beautiful ball from Dumfries to set this goal up. Inzaghi happy with how his team have bounced back again. Well, it was the right wing back with a left-footed cross. He judged it perfectly. A couple of players there who had a chance. Correa made it his. The Argentine making it Salzburg 2, Inter 3. 3 goals in Italy for him last season, and 1 tonight in Austria. Sommer used every second he had there, closed down by Konate. Thuram. His father Lilian, of course, played in Italy for many years with Parma and Juventus. Minute of a very dramatic first half. 5 goals. Will there be a 6th? Dumfries. Mkhitaryan. Nice touch for Çalhanoğlu. Sliding in was Pavlovic. Good back heel. Barella. Header clear by Dedic. Damian. And Sommer. Inter with 1 minute of injury time to get through. Hoping to go in with a 1-goal lead. Correa's pass not as good as Thuram's. Mkhitaryan, or Çalhanoğlu, I should say, with the pullback there on Kjaergaard. Dedic, Bosnia-Herzegovina international. Pavlovic. Another break forward from the centre-back in support of Terzic. Solid. That will be half-time. What a half it's been. The conditions are tough. Gerhard Struber's home team, well, they were a goal ahead, could have been 2 ahead. Konate missing a penalty, scoring right afterwards. And then Pavlovic with an own goal 3 minutes later. De Vrij made it 2-1 on 25 minutes. Konate scored again on 35. Tough start at Inter for the goalkeeper Jan Sommer so far. But his new team lead at the break thanks to a goal from Joaquin Correa 2 minutes before the interval. It's been a cracking first half, and the second half will be coming up very soon indeed. Salzburg 2, Inter Milan 3, the half-time score. Welcome back. The Red Bull Arena is the venue for this friendly match between Salzburg and Inter Milan. And it has been very entertaining so far. We're moments away from the second half. The Austrian champion Salzburg, well, they led by 1-0. They missed a penalty as well before they scored on 6 minutes through Karim Konate. But they trail at the break 3-2 because Inter hit back. Pavlovic, OG, close range finish from centre-back Stefan De Vrij. That was 2-1 on 25 minutes. Karim Konate made it 2-2 with his second of the game on 35 minutes. But Joaquin Correa gave Inter the lead for the second time on the night. His goal coming 2 minutes before the break. So Salzburg up and running for the season. 3 wins from 3 in all competitions. Simone Inzaghi says that Inter's DNA is to win. And the target, a huge target, he says, this season is to win the Scudetto. Inter last Italian champions in 2021 under Antonio Conte. They finished second and third since then, with lots of other success in between. 18 points behind Napoli last season, a couple of points behind Inzaghi's old club Lazio. Third place finish for Inter. A good one, considering the other matches they played. 57 in total last term for the Nerazzurri. We saw Salzburg substitute Brian Oko sharing a moment with his Swiss compatriot Jan Sommer. He is coming on for the second half, the number 5, 20 years of age, Switzerland under 21 cap. So Gerhard Struber did indicate he would give lots of players chances tonight. Former Barnsley manager encouraging his team. Second half underway. It is Salzburg 2, Inter 3. As the second half starts with Salzburg attacking from right to left, the Austrian champions. They have sent on number 55 as well, Lucas Wallner. That was a lazy bit of play from Denzel Dumfries, fouling another Salzburg half-time sub, Nene Dorgeles. That's a good ball in, and they are level again. Inside a minute. And this time it's Inter who are caught out. Samson Baido celebrates. Baidu on at the break as well. And Jan Sommer's dramatic debut for Inter Milan continues. Beaten again. Free kick from Dijon Kemeri. Floated in. Simple goal, poor defending. And it is 3-3. What a start to the second half. No, good header across goal, and almost a chance there for Nene. Still trying to get to grips with the Salzburg lineup for this second half. Huge number of changes at the interval, having the desired effect so far. That was a foul by one of them, Wallner. Thuram. Well, he's not lit up this game just yet. Marcus Thuram, one of the big new arrivals for Inter Milan, who turned 26 last weekend.
Live sports. Thousands of live events.
Not just the players, but with the TV pictures as well. And away goes another of the Salzburg substitutes. Gets a shot on target as well, does Roko Simic. Started at the weekend, the number 23, 19-year-old Croatian. Well, Simone Inzaghi won't have been pleased with that defending for the third Salzburg goal. Far too easy for Samson Baidu to make his way through to score. Jan Sommer beaten 3 times already. 19-year-old Baidu not needing much time to get on the score sheet as Salzburg get themselves another free kick. You have to give credit to both teams here. Look at that weather. Look at the way the pitch is really getting difficult to deal with. Yet they've served up some great entertainment. Got another shot of that shot from Simic. And the man who was fouled on the ball now is Samson Tijani. Great to see him back. Double leg break he suffered in pre-season last year. The Nigerian, still only 21 years of age. He's chasing down Henrik Mkhitaryan, who got a double in December when Inter beat a very young Salzburg side in that friendly in Malta. This was bad moments for Lukas Wallner, the Austria under-21 international. The pitch making life ever more difficult for both teams. Struber having a word with the referee. I wonder, is he discussing at what point this pitch becomes unplayable? Wallner hobbling off, already one injury that Salzburg could do without. Hopefully that's just an ankle sprain, but not looking good there for the 20-year-old. Scrapping for that one. Salzburg as aggressive as they usually are. Foul though by Oko. Struber, the Salzburg coach, said taking the Salzburg job is the highlight of his career so far, like a homecoming. Spent several years working with the academy and the reserve team before leaving for his previous head coaching roles. Kameri left it behind him. DiMarco appealing for a free kick. Kameri getting on the ball again for Salzburg. Damian was leaving it for Jan Sommer. I think the keeper realised the ball was never going to roll to him in these conditions. Çalhanoğlu made the fairly controversial switch from AC Milan to Inter Milan just 2 years ago. Spent much of his career in the German Bundesliga before that with the likes of Hamburg, Bayer Leverkusen. Inzaghi, a league winner back in 2000 with Lazio. Once scored 4 goals in a Champions League match as well for Lazio against Marseille. Something his brother Pippo never managed. Well, they've been down to 10 for quite a while, Salzburg, and Wallner's misfortune is an opportunity for the Polish defender Kamil Pionkowski.
Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Original 30.
Çalhanoğlu onto that one quickly. Under-hit cross that time from Denzel Dumfries. 6 Inter players at the World Cup. Thuram was at the World Cup himself, of course. And still the Gladbach player. Came on in the final when France were 2-0 down in the first half. Inter's Argentine Lautaro Martinez won the day in Qatar. Also got the better of Dumfries earlier in the tournament in the quarter-final. Scored the winning penalty in the shootout against the Netherlands. Did Martinez, who's not involved this evening for Inter. Martinez, a very important player last season, of course. Got a goal in the Champions League semi-final against AC Milan. 21 league goals in total. And he was the reason Inter became Coppa Italia winners for the second season in a row. Got both the goals in the comeback win over Fiorentina on the 24th of May. He's conceded 3 times, Nico Mantel, but not much work to do apart from that. Half an hour to go then. In a very wet Red Bull Arena. Salzburg hosting Inter Milan in this friendly match. And it's Inter on the attack now. Barella. Oh, that's a good strike. Mkhitaryan with it. Just a bit too close to Mantel in the Salzburg goal. Caught this really sweetly. Did Henrik Mkhitaryan, the former Manchester United and Arsenal man. Keeper didn't really have to move too much. Corner for the Nerazzurri. Di Marco swings it over. Dumfries has Mkhitaryan behind him, but the pitch not helping as Kameri comes away with it. And he gets his free kick. The number 8 looking pretty good since coming on. Only 19 years of age. He has represented Austria at youth level. As we look at that beautifully struck volley from Mkhitaryan again. Now, interesting signing from Inter over the summer. Juan Cuadrado. He's come on for Dumfries, who made that 3rd goal. Looks like Barella is going off as well. Cuadrado, of course, signing from Juventus. Jan Aurel Bisek. He's replaced Matteo Darmian. More of a left field signing for the Italians is Bisek. And it's on as well. In midfield, Davide Fratesi wearing 16. Scored in the friendly against Al Nassr earlier in pre-season. Inter's pre-season preparations taking them to Japan. They beat Paris Saint-Germain back on the 1st of August in Tokyo. A couple of substitutes making the difference in that one. Sebastiano Esposito and Stefano Sensi. Both available to come into the game at this stage as well. Leandro Morgala got a bit too close and a bit too physical with Cuadrado there. Barella, European champion with Italy, off the field now, explaining it looks like why a few things might have gone wrong for Inter in this game. There's a trip on Fratesi. Could be an important signing for Inter Milan. Joined on loan for 6 million with an obligation to buy at the end of the coming season. He's come in from Sassuolo. As Çalhanoğlu sends in the free kick. Bastoni coming close to giving Inter the lead. Cuadrado. Salzburg under a little bit of pressure. Flick on, and Bisek losing his footing, but Mkhitaryan was the last man back there. I did say that Jan Aurel Bisek was an unusual signing for Inter Milan. He's come in from a Danish side, Aarhus. 7 million euros he cost, and that was a save. Mantel made it from Alessandro Bastoni's header. Di Marco, the 25-year-old, will take Inter's third corner of the night. Not in a way, as far as Mkhitaryan. Challenge on him. Mkhitaryan sliding in return. Taken down there, Mohamed Sadeki, 19 years of age, looking to make an impression. And he'd love to have a similar career to the one enjoyed by Mkhitaryan, who had a few great years with Shakhtar Donetsk and with Borussia Dortmund. Salzburg on the move again. Jani, good strength. Morgala. That's Nene. Shot was on target. Sommer with the save. Sadeki with the strike. with Salzburg, you know, that even if they are playing a lot of younger players, there's going to be talent on show. They have a great scouting network, the Austrians, and a great reputation as well for developing talent. That was a lovely turn from Nene. Could be a chance here. Simic taken down, surely. Oh, you could tell from the reaction of the number 31, Bisek. He knew. And it looks like there will be a bit of an argument over who's going to take this one, but the man who won the penalty is pretty adamant. And he should get the chance to take it. Inter caught out. And it was clever play from the forward. Roko Simic winding up for the shot. Jan Onel Bisek colliding with him. And it's the second penalty of the night for the home side. So Simic, Croatia under 21 international. Spent some time on loan in Switzerland with Zurich last season. He's up against the Swiss keeper, and he has not beaten him. Well, Jan Sommer guessed right, and he may well have saved this one anyway. But Simic did not hit the target, just like Konate in the first half. The son of former Inter, AC Milan and Monaco right back, Dario Simic, the man who earns over 100 caps for Croatia. Roko Simic missing a very big chance to give Salzburg the lead again, as Robin Gosens, the Germany international, replaces Stefan de Vrij. Henrik Mkhitaryan will leave the field as well, as Inter ring the changes with 20 minutes to play. Çalhanoğlu is off. Stefano Sensi is in. And number 21 is Christian Aslani. They have a good squad, Inter. Making use of it now, the Albania international, Aslani. Getting another chance to impress. Well, Konate won the penalty in the first half, he skied it. Simic winning a penalty in the second, and he failed to hit the target. Jan Sommer, of course, the man who saved from Kylian Mbappe in a shootout at the European Championship, has a pretty good record in general when it comes to saving penalty kicks. He has had a difficult night, but I wonder, was that playing on the mind of the penalty takers? Sommer saved 2 penalties in the Bundesliga not so long ago against Bayer Leverkusen. Oh, that's a brilliant save. Mantel keeping it out and grabbing the cross after that from Cuadrado. Fratese with a good late run, good contact as well. Top keeping from the German in the Austrian goal. Attempts at goal for Inter, 7 for Salzburg. We got a glimpse there of what Fratese can bring. He got 7 goals in Serie A for Sassuolo last season. He's 23 years of age, the Italy international. Lots of space here for Inter. It's Sensi. And Baidu cleared away, Di Marco sending it back. A good dummy from Aslani. And a good block as well from Tijani. Simic was being grappled with by Bastoni, and in the end fouled by the 24-year-old. Another member of the Inter squad who won the European Championship with Italy. And that's another look at the save from Mantle. Not quite in the corner. Goossens picking out the runner for Fratesi. Looking vulnerable again from set pieces, and it was that man Samson Baido who was trying to get on the end of that one. I'm not sure Inter will want to face Gerhard Struber's side again. As I mentioned, they could meet in the Champions League group stage. The draw on August 31st, the reason they could meet is because Inter are second seeds, Salzburg third seeds. So Salzburg could get the likes of Manchester City, Barcelona, Bayern Munich or Paris Saint-Germain from the top-ranked first pot of seeds for the Champions League group stage draw. And in the second pot, they could get the likes of Inter, Real Madrid, Manchester United or Arsenal. Thuram's still out there and still not leaving much of an impression, the French striker. Simic he's playing well since coming on, despite the penalty miss. He's looked pretty good. Simic starting at the weekend. Another foul, another free kick for Salzburg. Fratesi not happy. He had a bit too much to say, showed a bit too much dissent. He gets a yellow. Zaghi a little bit concerned as there's another good ball in from Cameri, looking for Baidu once more this time. Alessandro Bastoni, the former Atalanta defender, was there to clear. There have been mistakes tonight, but there's been some really good football as well between these two sides in what is a friendly match. Sensi, good break on for Inter Milan here. Di Marco. Well, you could see what he was trying to do. A very important touch in there to partially block the cross. And it was number 44, Samson Tijani, doing some very good covering work, the midfielder. He picked up that horrible long-term injury against Feyenoord in a pre-season match last season that has really checked his progress, but looks in good shape tonight. His debut for Nigeria back in October 2020. A real bright hope for Nigeria. Gosens fouled. Goal scorer at Euro 2020 for Germany in a win over Portugal, the number 8. Previously had a few good years with Atalanta in Italy before his move to Inter in January 2022. Sommer made a record-breaking 19 saves in a Bundesliga match last season. He's had much more trouble tonight, and having trouble with the conditions there was Joaquin Correa, but Inter still have it. And Correa gets it back to Di Marco. Sensi. Plenty of time to way up across. Baidu there to meet it. Di Marco penalised now. Third year in charge for Inzaghi, first year in charge for Struber. Both managers at clubs with big ambitions. Jankowski was on loan with Ghent last season in Belgium. Kameri. Good ball here for Morgala. Tijani from distance. Sign of a confident player. Change of coach this summer. Salzburg getting ready for a big change off the field again in September. Christoph Freund, their sporting director, is leaving. Bernhard Seelenbucher taking over. He's worked for 13 years in the academy and the reserve team. Did his coaching license with Gerhard Struber as well, so good man to take over from Freund. Freund, he's the man who signed the likes of Erling Haaland and Borussia Dortmund's Karim Adeyemi. Oversaw the sales of those players for big money, and the likes of Amadou Haidara, Naby Keita, Dominic Szoboszlai and Tayo Upamecano. Freund will become Bayern's new sporting director, Bayern Munich's new man in charge of transfers on September 1st, when the summer transfer window in Europe closes. Sebastiano Esposito is on for Inter. He's wearing the number 30 jersey. He's got a big year ahead of him, I think, because he has bounced around a little bit, the 21-year-old, on various loan spells away from Inter, including 2 last year, one with Anderlecht in Belgium, one with Bari in the Italian second division. Aslani getting it to Stefano Sensi, another player who spent time away from Inter last year with Monza, a team that finished 11th in Serie A. Aslani was chopped down by Zdeni Jano, another of the Salzburg substitutes, another of their very young players. Austria under 18 camp. He's only 18 years of age.
Jesse Baturan. That was a good turn of pace there from the German Bisek. I think Gerhard Struber has got what he wanted out of this game. A very good test against one of the top teams in Europe. And he's learned plenty about his players. Still getting to know them, having returned to Austria from the United States and New York Red Bulls over the summer. So 6 minutes left in Austria. Sensi met by Pionkowski. Quadrado was well dealt with there by Morgala. The pass intended for Mary. Number 39 for Salzburg, another of their teenagers. Germany under 19 cap, Leandro Morgala, signed from 1860 Munich over the summer. Oh, brilliant! The offside flag is up though. This goal from Rocco Simic will not count. That's why Mantel, the Salzburg keeper, has his head in his hands. Good decision from the assistant referee. Great finish. It's no goal. No. Be the last couple of changes for Inter, bringing on an Austrian international, Valentino Lazzaro, replacing Marcus Thuram. And Bastoni trudges off as well. Lazzaro, a former Salzburg player himself. He was on loan at Torino last season. And a Serbian coming on, 18-year-old Alexander Stankovic. Tough out there for both teams, and they've given it everything. And good signs for Salzburg,
because like Inter, they have lost some big players over the summer, like they do most years. Benjamin Šeško, the Slovenian striker, joining Leipzig, so too the Austrian midfielder Nicholas Seibold. Noah Okafor, having scored against AC Milan in the Champions League group stage last season, he's joined AC Milan for 14 million. Junior Adamu leaving for Freiburg, another attacker. But plenty of good players out there. Morgala has done well since coming in, drew a foul from Cuadrado. Inter, a little bit of work to do to get over the losses of Onana between the posts, Brozovic in midfield, Skriniar at the back, Dzeko in attack. Had been hoping maybe to bring Romelu Lukaku back to Milan as well, having had him on loan from Chelsea last year. Cuadrado at 35, signed in part for his experience, which he showed there. No offside this time, and that is goal number 4 for Inter Milan. Stefano Sensi got the winner in Tokyo against Paris Saint-Germain, and he may well have got the winner in Austria as well. Final minute of the match, and Sensi kept his cool. We saw Barella have a similar chance in the first half. That's really good first touch. And an accomplished finish as well. Super ball over the top. Sensi taking it in his stride and finishing wonderfully well past Nico Mantel as well. The Italian international makes it Salzburg 3, Inter 4. "90 seconds left for the Austrian champions to get back level again. Struber's team twice hitting back from a goal down. Inter sending on Giacomo Stabile to waste a few more seconds. Di Marco, the last starter to leave the field. It's over the captain's armband to Goossens. Stabile, 18 years of age, the Italian, getting a brief taste of what it's like to play for the Inter first team. Di Marco set up the first goal for Inter a very long time ago. There's been so much drama in this game. 2 missed penalties for Salzburg. That's Inter on the verge of another victory in pre-season. Kwiatkowski touched on, but summer will gather. His Inter debut will be a winning one. What a game! Salzburg and Inter going blow for blow in terrible conditions. Gerhard Strupper's team, well, they led early, they trailed twice, and right at the death they fell behind again. An incredible encounter at the Red Bull Arena. And the supporters who paid in, despite the conditions, will be very pleased with the action, albeit many of them won't be happy with the result. Inter digging out the win, that man Stefano Sensi with the winner in the 90th minute.